I was very inspired to make this video after I read this. This is from Jill Winger. She runs a blog called Old Fashioned on Purpose. She's a homesteader farmer down in Wyoming, I believe. I believe that's where she is. Anyways, I follow her, and she wrote this, and this really resonated with our lifestyle, and I wanted to share it with you guys in hopes to inspire some of you. The ones disenchanted with the blandness of conformity, the ones who swim upstream while the social herd rides the river of least resistance, the one who favors homegrown and handmade over cheap and mass-produced, the one who embrace summer days and rigid winter nights instead of chasing constant comfort, the one who grows, shepherd, nurture, produce, knead, and craft rather than consume, the ones who are old-fashioned on purpose and choose to truly live, not merely exist. It was that last piece that really struck us to the core. The ones who are old-fashioned on purpose and choose to truly live, not merely exist. I just wanted to share this with you guys in hopes that you guys find encouragement that even though you might not be 100% self-sufficient, but you're actually taking the time to, say, grow that basil plant in your windowsill, or have 3 chickens in your backyard if you live in town, or compost your scraps, or even buying local right from your farmer. You are going against the mass production of things. You're going against the society norms, and I just think that there's just such a beauty to it, and such a encouragement and a community feeling to it. So this is why we're doing a day in the life of what we eat. We are in actually the 3 months of the year that we eat the least from our own land. We live in a province, of course, where there's 6 months of very cold winter. So having fresh fruits and vegetables available all year round is just simply something we won't be able to do. We still have our milk cow, however she is currently dried up because she's about to calve in March. So another month or so of a limited supply from our own land, and we will again start to reap the abundance. We will then again be able to have fresh milk, yogurts, cream, cheeses, many other things, so that will definitely add to our variety of our meals right now. So what you're seeing right now is something typical only for these 3 months. I hope to do another video in the summertime when we'll have way more variety, way more color, and we're not only living off of root vegetables and store-bought vegetables and meats from our own freezer. We will have lots of fresh stuff. So I wanted to encourage you guys, it's not always about reaching perfection. It's about doing with what you have, and about being grateful for what you have. So I hope you enjoy this video. We really appreciate you following along on our journey. So if you would take the time to subscribe, we would really appreciate it. And stay tuned for more awesome videos. It's now 8 o'clock at night, just finished dinner dishes, tucked all the kids in bed, and the kids requested sourdough bagels for tomorrow morning for breakfast. So we're gonna make those. So I'm gonna make the sourdough bagel recipe, and also because I have quite a bit of starter here, I grew my starter like crazy. I'm gonna make actually a sourdough loaf. So either it will go with our chicken soup we plan to have tomorrow for lunch, or with our dinner. So. From a local flour mill. It's actually been freshly ground. It's a hard red spring wheat, and this makes excellent breads and stuff like that. So I'm going to use that for my sourdough bread. But for the bagels, simply because they are already quite a dense bread, I just use a white. warm in here. My husband already stoked up the fire. So I'm headed off to spend some time in my book and relax. We'll see you in the morning. Sourdough bread quickly before lunch and put our chicken broth on. So that's while we do school, that'll be cooking and baking. So what I'm going to do first, I flour this basket. It's now about an hour before lunch, so we're gonna check on our soup, on our broth. It's looking good. And our bread is ready for its next step, so we're gonna put it into the pan, let it rise for a little bit more, and then we'll bake it. Alrighty, it's time for the last meal of the day. We are making a Dutch dish tonight called boerenkool. Basically it's dried kale from our garden. This is our second last jar, so we're gonna enjoy it. Potatoes, still dirt on them from the garden. We try to keep a little bit of dirt on them, but as you can tell, they're starting to sprout a little bit. There's a few even that have bigger ones. So we've got about a month left of being able to use them. They're still nice and crispy, crunchy, so they're still good. We just cut off the sprouts. So we put that with kale, a little bit of pearl barley, and then on the side we'll have some farmer sausage from our pigs, and a little bit of homemade butter. And then I also, my secret ingredient in everything, as you saw with the chicken soup too, I put garlic cloves in everything, simply just to help build the children's immunity and keep them healthy. And so far it's worked. They haven't been sick yet this winter. So alrighty, we're going to put this together. We're going to show you how we do this. The variety at this time of year is definitely starting to get less from what we can eat from our land. We still have plenty of meat and like dried vegetables and stuff like that. But when it comes to like root vegetables like potatoes, potatoes are still okay. We keep them in a dark room in our home. The carrots we had in bins with sand in the garage, and last week it got down to minus 45 degrees Celsius. So unfortunately those are now done. So we got about another 2-3 months before we can start eating fresh stuff from the greenhouse, fresh greens and stuff like that. And of course we substitute now that with organic stuff from the grocery store. But this is what we're going to have for dinner tonight. So